Researchers have found what might be the Shrek in the cosmos is represented by a huge ogre. Galaxy so enormous and unsettling that cosmic villagers will undoubtedly flee at first sight. Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. They even gave it the Greek name Alcyoneus, the name of the fabled giant that Hercules battled, meaning huge ass. At 16.3 million light in actual terms, the Alcyoneus galaxy is 160 light-years across, and 4 times as big as the Milky Way, that of IC 1101, the former title holder. Greetings from Phenomenal. In this video, we soar through space to see the biggest ever found radio galaxy and how it's around the planet. Astronomers are perplexed by nature. Alcyoneus is a large, wholly unusual whale. How big is it in a universe of giants? Time to get out the measuring tape, because things will become complicated considering how large that is. Let's discuss parsecs in the original Star Wars film, which some people blasphemously refer to. Han Solo claims that the millennium is a new hope. Falcon, please complete the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs. But since a parsec is a measure of space, this is absurd. A parsec measures, not time, in any case. The star closest to Earth is 3.26 light-years away. In addition to the Sun, there's Proxima Centauri, 1.3 parsecs away, yet we must proceed. There's 3.26 million light-years worth of megaparsecs. Andromeda is the closest galaxy to us, at less than 0.9 megaparsecs, which is a very long distance. Alcyoneus is at least 5.04 megaparsecs. For perspective, if Han Solo had comprehended parsecs, he would be aware that distance is measured in units of time. This enormous radio galaxy is 400,000 times as big as his illustrious Kessel Run for longer. IC 1101, the former record holder, from a perspective second place, which is currently not even 2 by comparison, tiny megaparsecs broad around. Imagine something like the Alcyoneus galaxies 3 billion light-years away from the planet, while the Andromeda galaxy is a welcoming neighbor, a negligible 2.5 million light-years. In contrast, Andromeda is the farthest object humanity have ever traveled, are able to see with the unaided eye, and when you do, you are seeing light that has just begun to take a trip to your backyard before modern. If humans have ever lived, you must give up to see Andromeda. It takes a bit for your eyes to adjust to the dark sky, maybe an hour, and after that you ought to be able to find a dim, hazy spot of light in the air. In the constellation Pegasus is Andromeda. However, if the radio waves we listen to from if Alcyoneus were a light plant, it would have the same size when compared to the moon in our night sky, and 3 billion lights. Researchers identify astronomical events that are years away. Images are captured from a single vantage point. Soil, hence they lack depth as a result. Therefore, scientists can only quantify a portion of the low estimate for the length of the radio galaxy. Even that lower bound and the overall length is equivalent to 100 consecutive Milky Ways. Therefore, yes, the size of our cosmic Shrek is astounding. The low-frequency array, or LOFAR, is a system of approximately 20,000 radio antennae throughout Europe that collectively generate the biggest radio. Martin, a university PhD student with a telescope OE, was researching for his PhD with the help of his dispersion of filaments from the cosmic web when they made a breathtaking discovery they referred to a lucky break, which was concealed in this stroke, is visible in the Lynx constellation. Some long-held beliefs have already been proven false by luck. Regarding radio galaxy development restrictions, and likely will provide insight into the systems that radio galaxy expansion. But before these, it started a wide international search, first by astronomers in France, the UK, and the Netherlands to gather this discovery's radio light. Why do most, if not all, radios instead of lights? There are supermassive black holes and big galaxies. Substances push towards these foci, and in their centers monsters following a similar pattern. The water in your bathroom does not come from can pour it directly down the drain, but as it when it draws nearer, its angular velocity rises and the Earth's rotation causes water to swirl, the Coriolis effect, but only little, in the swirling, according to reality physicists, is more of an unexpected twist brought on by anomalies in the beginning flow. In any case, when things drag a wonderful view into the event horizon of a black hole when there is no turning back, and you need not worry. It circles what you're going to wear tomorrow. Similar to the water in your sink, some of which is after the object passes the event, brutally ejected before the lights go out on the horizon, though a black hole emits astronomical jets in the opposite direction. From the galactic center or active galaxy, galactic nuclei moving nearly as fast as with light, the substance warms and turns into plasma, which produces radio light, which radio light is observable from a distance. Investigators were then able to edit a collection of already existing pictures in a manner in which tiny patterns become suddenly apparent. There it was, showing how ludicrous this was. A sizable yet faint Alcyon galaxy was discovered. Despite the staggering distance to Albania, the giant appears to be as big as the moon's presence in the sky, is a sign that the structure must be record length, considering the radio eyes of the Loeffler telescope only captured the behemoth. Presently is that the plumes are comparatively by reprocessing a group of already existing photos, faint in a way that made the minor patterns stand out. The giant was instantly visible to scientists. Right, a behemoth that is otherwise undetectable. The center of our sky, similar to stumbling upon a massive, but our own invisible needle in a haystack. At least one plume is pouring from the Milky Way. Considering we are located near its center, folks who have lived here and haven't yet departed the galaxy from a more advantageous vantage point, such objects, they are exceptionally challenging to find. Simply put, the Alcyoneus is the largest known structure in the galaxy-derived universe. How does this work? The interstellar ogre, expanded to absurd proportions, is a puzzle that astronomers are attempting to solve. Despite early fears that Alcyoneus, the supermassive black hole, must be extraordinarily big, even for something referred to as supermassive data, according to Loeffler, it's comparatively normal. Is not tiny enough, that is, if, to other radio galaxies, the only requirement was a black hole the size of the one in Alcyoneus to create a significantly large, there would be an enormous number of radial galaxies of them, and they don't seem to be from another galaxy. What's producing these is of fairly limited density. Huge, perplexing plumes that are unmistakably OA. There are fantastic and hitherto unheard notes. The activities taking on in Alcyoneus galaxies are not merely tranquil clusters of stars and dust, however, many include ferocious, spectacular processes. Similar to plumes and bright jet streams many millions of miles into the depths of space, billion light years, or many times larger than they are. Alcyoneus, according to astronomers, may provide fresh as they continue to decipher the composition of the cosmic web, in particular in the universe. This is the enormously intricate and massive network of dark and invisible gas. Some people think the cosmos is intertwined with matter. These enormous filaments are the primary cause of nearly all. Have you ever noticed how the entire universe revolves? Questioned why the Alcyoneus plumes are so large. Huge, so rarefied that there is a good possibility that they will use to learn more about the incredibly complex cosmic web. If only we could see how it links the entire universe. May go to and have a close-up look at our cosmic Shrek. And while traveling there would be challenging. Berlin contains a statue of the legendary giant. At the renowned Pergamon Museum, Alcyoneus. What do you think about creating a new universe's foremost advocate for astronomical structures? Does Alcyoneus provide potential for a novel learnings on the captivating but elusive? Please tell us in the comments about the cosmic web. Thank you for continuing to watch Z.